And we now take you live to Jawahar Bhavan in New Delhi for the MEA briefing.
He will also have a restricted meeting with him, which will be followed by delegation level talks, signing of an agreement, and there will be a leader's statement in the presence of the media. Prime Minister Modi will also host a lunch in honor of the visiting president. In the afternoon that day, President el-Sisi is also expected to interact with the business leaders from both India and Egypt at an event being coordinated by FICCI And the meeting of the India-Egypt Joint Business Council is also expected to be held during the visit. In terms of recent exchanges, there have been enhanced bilateral engagements between the two governments in the last few years, with regular interactions at leadership and ministerial level. As I mentioned earlier, this will be the third meeting of the Prime Minister with the President. As he mentioned, it was at IFS, at UNGA in 2015, and of course, this will be the third one. EM had also visited Egypt, as you will recall, in August 2015, and had called on President el-Sisi. Then Special Envoy of Prime Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, our minister, had visited Egypt in July 2015 to invite President Sisi and FM Shukri for the IAFS. And then again he had gone in November 2015 to participate in an Islamic conference there. Then Mr. Gadkari had represented India at the inauguration of the new Suez Canal in August 2015 and was received by President el-Sisi. Egyptian Grand Mufti Shauki Alam attended World Sufi Forum in India in March this year, and at official level, Foreign Office consultations was held in New Delhi in December 2015. A joint working group meeting on counter-terrorism was held in January this year, and the third Joint Trade Committee met in March 2016 in Delhi. Sixth meeting of the India-Egypt Joint Defense Cooperation was held in April this year. To give you a flavor, in trade and investment, it is a significant partner. We have a total trade of over $4 billion. Our trade, in fact, it's 3.5 or $3.6 billion, with our exports at 2.3 billion. Our imports are at 1.2 billion. The top 5 Indian exports are meat, cars, cotton rayon machinery, and mineral oil, while our top imports are mineral fuels, mineral products, raw cotton. As you know, Egyptian cotton is world famous, electrical machinery, and agricultural products. But importantly, Egypt is also a destination for large Indian investments. We have invested, or Indian companies have invested, over $3 billion in Egypt, and there are nearly 50 Indian projects operating there, which includes in various sectors, chemicals and PVC, and TCI Sanmar is the largest investment, which is an investment of nearly $1.5 billion. Then, of course, we have a large number of garment manufacturers which are based there, or which are obviously utilizing the Egyptian cotton, which is available. Then we have Alexandria, Carbon Black, Asian Paints, Oberoi Hotels has been there for a long time. We are manufacturing toothpaste tubes. Kirloskar manufactures diesel engines and irrigation pumps there. Marico Hair Care, Dabur, all these companies and manufacturing facilities in Egypt. And obviously they're using Egypt as a launch pad for rest of Africa and North Africa, and also some parts of the sub-Saharan Africa. In our development partnership, we have close relationship because these are the commitments of the India-Africa Forum Summit. We had set up the Pan-African e-network in 2007, under which an e-learning center operates at Alexandria University since 2009. We also have a telemedicine center operating there since 2009 at the Research Center for Women's Health and Development in Alexandria again. And the program offers online medical consultation in various medical disciplines. 7 universities and 12 leading super specialty hospitals in India have been associated with this project. Besides this, we have a few other projects which we have successfully implemented. One was, of course, an Indian solar project in a village called Agaveen. Then we had a vocational training center, which is being upgraded actually, and we are putting in these computer-aided machines for textile industry. And as you know, because of their garment industry, Egyptian government has welcomed it as a great contribution because the workers would be trained here, and they expect that the people graduating out of this VTC will get easy employment. Then we are also doing a center of excellence, which is already there in Al-Azhar University, which is doing very well. It's a center of excellence in IT. And that's a model that we feel that Egyptian government would like to replicate in some other institutes under Al-Azhar. In terms of diaspora, there are few. There are 3,600 if you look at other countries, so it's relatively small. Most of them live in Cairo, but there is a fair sprinkling in Alexandria, Port Said, Ismailia. And these are generally professionals. These are all sort of bankers, IT specialists. There are a few students, actually. 130 students go to Al-Azhar for various studies. And we also have a fair number of textile workers working in the factories that I guess run by Indian entrepreneurs. Cultural cooperation is a major aspect of our relationship, basically because of history and the similarities. Of course, Bollywood is an absolute craze, many of you who know Egypt. But besides that, we have been doing this India on the Nile, huge cultural festival, which is one of the largest, which we do. It is now an annual event, and we just completed that. And that has encouraged the Egyptian government to actually do something else. It's called Egypt on the Ganges, no? Some sort of reciprocal event that they would like to do and present their cultural sort of richness to Indian audiences. And we are expecting that this visit would further strengthen our excellent bilateral relations with Egypt and also diversify our cooperation. So I'll stop here, and I'm open for a few questions. How much time do we have?
Well, it depends entirely on how much interest our friends from the media have in this visit. But as I said, this is an important visit. I will not be entertaining any questions on the Egypt visit, so this is your opportunity. If you have any, I will allow questions on the Sisi visit right now. After that, we will have a briefing on the visit of the President of Myanmar. And after that, we will begin my regular press briefing. Idea is to sufficiently relax all of you. Okay, please. Any questions on? Yes, Vinita.
Sir, Egypt is also facing a lot of problem with regard to IS. So, what are our cooperation with regard to the Islamic terrorism coming up, and are we moving for some kind of agreement on that?
Cooperation on counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and sharing of intelligence has been an important element of our relationship with most of these countries in North Africa and increasingly in East and South Africa also. Here we have had meetings, but I think there is a working group on this. And we are hoping that it will be more views will be exchanged. I think he might be accompanied by some of his key sort of security officials. And we continue. And of course, that's an important issue that we will always keep under focus. And we have a lot to talk about terrorism. And I guess Egypt too. As you've seen, there have been a spate of attacks there, including some very high-profile attacks in their tourist destinations, shooting down of Russian aircraft, etc. So that will also be high on their agenda.
Well, that was a live telecast of the MEA's briefing on the upcoming visit of the President of Egypt to India. He will be accompanied by a high-level business delegation. The MEA briefed about the many interactions between the two countries that have taken place over the past few years, and also the areas of cooperation, particularly on the issue of terror between the two countries.